against it. He can spam, and Bristleback has an even easier time, honestly. You can just quill against it.
True.
He'll do pretty well. Zeus now being grabbed up by Wheel Whreck while whistling.
Probably mid Zeus, or do you think they'll Tiny Wisp mid?
I think it's... I want to say it's mid Zeus, but I'm not. I haven't seen Tiny Wisp being put anywhere else in so long. But since it's Dire, I don't know. It could be Zeus mid, I guess. If it was Radiant, I would say that it should be Wisp Tiny mid for sure, because you can even more easily abuse the stacks in jungle.
Well, I feel Zeus is pretty good versus Lesh, actually. Maybe a hero counter that nobody ever really explores because it doesn't
The third skill.
Yeah, exactly. It's about static field. Lesh builds a lot of HP, so if you have a hero with high HP, then you can counter that very easily. Every time you cast a spell, Lightning Bolt does a 350 damage, plus you get the aura, and it's a 6-second cooldown. Well, Zeus actually does a lot of damage to tanky heroes, and that may be the best Lesh counter, honestly, that I've thought of yet.
Yes.
It's that or like high physical damage, single target, like a PA or something with a little minus armor.
Winter Wyvern was seen quite a bit as well, and just hitting once on a Lesh rack, it burns so much as well. So it's very similar to Zeus in how it works. However, Winter Wyvern is pretty special in how you play it. You kind of have to have a player who try-harded Winter Wyvern a lot, and you need to scrim it a bit to understand the hero fully. People are using it in the wrong way, I would say, in some of the few games that we do get to see.
I know Leviathan was practicing the hero a lot, but I guess they just...
FNG showed some nice Winter Wyvern plays.
What skill level did he go?
He actually went for... I think that's situational to the game as well, if you can gank mid or not, or what you want to do. Because then you might want to skill up Q a little bit more. But he went for max W because they had to hold against push.
I see. Thank God that's how I do it.
Yeah.
It really bothers me. I mean, I can kind of understand the lower cooldown on the first skill, but the damage doesn't scale, so it... Ooh, there it is, the Pudge. They're here. They know they're out. Gotta pick their signature hero. It's gonna be Pudge.
It's a YOLO game, and YOLO picks.
It's a pretty good Pudge game. I mean, if you can hook a Wisp and break tether, or hook the Tiny and break tether, it really makes Wisp a crap hero.
Messing with their positioning is great. Also, I think that Pudge is pretty good against Zeus. Granted, he can bolt and stop you if you're eating someone else, but if you go on the Zeus himself, he doesn't really get away from you that easily. He might have a Yule Scepter, but it's still gotta be close to him.
So it's support Lina and Earthshaker, which is pretty good roaming combo. As long as you don't block the Lina's pathing, you can get the double stun off. And their supports, or their cores and the lane are actually pretty strong individually, so...
Aiming for kills, dude.
So we'll see if they put the Bristle versus the Tiny Wisp, who I assume will be mid. It's going to depend on where the lanes are. They can do some early moving into the enemy jungle, spot where Wheel's going for lanes, and then adjust their lanes accordingly. Or maybe they'll just go for Lesh mid versus that, but I feel that's a little dangerous. I think Bristle's probably safer. I'd probably put them against the Tiny Wisp.
It's slightly safer. Also slightly easier to play out. Lesh can go there, but Wisp and Tiny are really fast. As soon as you tether, even with the nerf to the movement speed, it doesn't make a big difference. It's like 9 movement speed or something at early levels. But even with the nerf, they can run you down, and if they do get the double nuke on Leshrac, he dies, for sure. So having Bristleback mid is a little bit better, partly because he can survive through the nuke, but also because he can just quill spray a lot and maybe get a return kill.
So last pick from Wheel here. Their laning stage is kind of weird. It's hard for them to know where they want to put their lanes, like we said. Leviathan's probably going to put the Bristleback versus the Tiny Wisp, and now Zeus kind of has to go carry or off lane, but off lane is going to be weird because it might be against a solo Pudge.
Oh, they got a Storm.
And they got a Storm. Storm pretty good against Lina and Earthshaker, I guess.
Actually, it's IX Mike on Zeus.
Okay, so it'll be off lane Zeus, but he may... They can't aggressively tri-lane, obviously, so it has to be off-lane Zeus.
Off-lane Zeus, safe lane, tri-lane, sort of, and then Rubik can run around if he wants to. They just go lane the Wisp Tiny, and Storm kind of does its thing. I think is how they want to lane it. But both teams have pretty flexible laning, though. So it's a lot about reading into what the enemy's doing and what you think.
Do you really think Dire's flexible? I mean, I guess they could put Storm mid versus Tiny Wisp.
I think so.
But that's the only lanes that are really unpredictable. I feel like the Zeus pretty much... I guess he could go in a 1v1 in the safe lane, but I don't think they want to aggressively dual lane because Leviathan could very easily tri-lane. They have tri-lane options, whereas Wheel doesn't because it's a Wisp. I guess they could do... No reason to do a Wisp Zeus, right? It's not going to work.
No, Wisp Zeus doesn't really
even a Wisp Storm is not good.
Like they for sure want to that Wisp lineup. They definitely want to use the jungle as well and stack up a little bit because they have such good heroes at clearing it. So I think we'll see them just play the safer route. We'll see if that's the case. As for As for Radiant, I think they can go much more YOLO. They can even have like 2 full roaming supports and not really have lanes. They just have 1 core in every lane and just roam and gank. Wow, he TB'd down here. He TP'd down with boots and he wants to ward.
Oh, okay. This is the Pudge counter, basically.
Yeah.
You can very easily pull that camp using Pudge. You just come over to it and you hook from south of it, and then it pulls your safe lane, basically. And then you can get level 2 really rapidly on Pudge, and after which point you can roam around the map a lot. So
yeah.
We'll see what Jenkins does with this. I assume it's going to be safe. Well, he's actually warding the crap out of this.
What the hell? Well, okay.
I don't think this is even that worth it. I mean, if Pudge didn't have a place to go, it would really hurt him, but I guess it does mean that if he's playing off lane, he's limited here.
He's not pulling that camp, dude. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's
do
definitely
they triple block that, or is that one also do?
Double blocked, and I think that one is the upper one. It could be triple, actually. I'm not 100% on those camps, because, yeah, I don't deward that much.
I definitely don't I don't know the dewards for most of the jungles, at least. It's definitely not that big. It looks like a triple block. He might have gotten I think the one in the jungle also gets the medium camp, which I assume that he could pull into the mid lane if he had a Quelling Blade.
I think he has 2 on the big camp, and the upper one is on the medium.
So the reason they put so much into that is because if it's an offlane Pudge, this means getting 2. I mean, Pudge isn't really scary until he has both hook and rot. He needs both skills. So if he's not able to get level 2, he's gonna have a bad time. So
he's gonna ward.
If they do zone him, do they have a sentry? No, they use both sentries to block, so they actually can't even deward that.
Well, they have Zeus. He can rotate from the off lane. It's fine.
I feel like he's not going to do that. So by keeping the Pudge level 1, if possible, if they can zone him properly, then those sentries are going to make it kind of a worthless hero, at least for a period of the game. So,
yeah.
But it's only a Rubik. I guess he will be zoning him now, but there's boots on Pudge. He could even maybe go for a solo kill here because he has rot. So got to be a little careful. He's playing around the trees.
Yeah, give him the punch, and Tiny gonna also try and position himself between the creep wave and the Pudge. Keep him out. As you said, level 2 is super important for him, because that's when he could just buy a smoke and go and kill someone else on a lane.
Who's Goody playing this game?
I'm not sure.
Our Goody's playing. He was playing Witch Doctor last game.
Yeah.
He was support. So that means Sleeso plays their Wisp. What is this? Are they doing this because they don't care? Or is this genuinely their strategy?
I don't actually know. I don't follow these guys enough to know their
It's so weird, though, to see that swap, though. Maybe he is their Wisp player.
It's a pretty big change in how you play these different heroes. But yeah, I guess they're very versatile, dude. Or they're trying to learn to be versatile. This is a scrim anyway, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
For anyone who wonders why we say that, there's no chance for the DSU's teams anymore.
But I had that same impending feeling of doom, but we know about the majors now.
Yes.
The next tournament is TI, so they've got a long time. But after TI, you've got about November. So hypothetically, you could be playing for the long game. But normally the feeling of doom is that like this team is not going to make it. Why not disband? You've got a year until the next big tournament. But with the majors, there is some hope, so it makes me feel a little better, honestly.
For sure, and the majors comes as a pretty fresh win for a lot of people. Everyone I talk to are pretty happy about hearing the news of majors. So that should be cool. Looking forward to it. Bottom lane, just a nice little farm under a tower here for Shredder.
Got the magic stick.
King of the rats.
Why are you saying that? Does Shredder rat?
Shredder is...
Oh, okay, the Ninja Turtles, gotcha.
Yes.
I was quite worried. Actually, it's 4 games on record on all losses. Ooh,
I guess he's the killer of the rats, actually. He's not really the rat.
Yes, he does murder. Well, there's only 1 rat.
Yes. What a nice place. Only
now that we
rat.
really analyze that, it was just a shit joke. You messed up, man.
Yeah. I mean, when you analyze a joke, it's already bad from the beginning, isn't it?
That's not true. There can be properly crafted jokes in cool ways. So fast TP on Flying Zebra here should allow him to roam. He actually does block off IX Mike a little bit here, but
body, put your fat body there.
It's working. Oh, okay. Needed a bit more. The chance of him getting that kill were so low.
Yeah.
It was actually not going to work.
That was a tough play to make, and his heroes were really far away to help him. Lina and Bristleback had so far to run to even get close there. So last hit wise, really good denies on Tiny, by the way. Like
15, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, crazy good denies.
He's got really good base damage, but I'm surprised he doesn't have a stout. He's actually just staying pretty competitive in terms of his HP. I'm surprised.
I think he had 8 tangles when he started.
Okay, so he's actually burned a lot. Oh, almost a kill on Relic here. That's the power of the Leshrac mid, but instead Wisp comes through and he's like, time for the full bottle heal.
Double bottle, both of them using theirs. They could even give the bottle to Wisp if they want to run back to base, but runes are spawning in 20 seconds now. And the Wisp is going to go stack again, so I think Storm might just want to try and take bottom rune. It's impossible anyway. Bottom is being checked as well though, and he knows that.
Ooh, he might run right into the Storm. No, he's just going to give them the fissure.
It's
like, alright, I'm going to go back to base, or I'll use my Clarity Potion.
It's super preemptive, like you're not even getting close to this rune.
Ooh. Oh, I thought that they just stole the rune from somebody else. A haste rune on Lesh this early is actually pretty good. Yeah. Now, Relic is not 6 yet. There's a chance he could go for the kill.
There is a moment, yeah, especially as the Wisp was really low mana and stuff, so he doesn't have bottle charges as well, and he's running up top. He ate all his bottle charges and has mana now, but he's not going to help mid, so there's a window if he wants to try and kill. Is Storm actually going to go and farm the stacks now? It's kind of early to do that. Before you have ulti, it's kind of difficult. Farm the normal.
I mean, he's got 2 levels in. Is he protecting himself against a gank right now? Maybe he thinks that Jenkins, sorry, is going to go down. There's the toss back. Absolutely no chance of him surviving. This is exactly what we're talking about. If Pudge doesn't hit 2, terrible hero.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh, that's...
He's like, what is this?
He's got his ultimate, he's going to steal it.
Well, the courier saw it. Actually, didn't see it? It was there.
Oh, he should have left his ultimate on there. He could have gone...
Oh my god, you're going to die. Careful.
If he would have left his ultimate on, he would have gotten like 3 more pulses, but instead he goes for the lightning.
Yeah, well, he'll get it. It's not super fast, it's not super pretty, but no, you shouldn't do this.
Oh, it's got the bottle on it.
Oh, actually, it's slow. No, he got juked.
Ooh. That was so big.
Ankle's broken, and Wisp comes in like, I'll fix this. It's fine.
He might actually be able to kill him. Oh, he's got a hook as well. Can he land the hook?
Yeah, there's a
that's a dead hero.
Like, that's super dead.
Okay.
Secured.
Leviathan doing a great job here. This is what we saw a lot at the Summit 3, actually. Right at the start, a lot of the teams would go heavy stacking, and then the Chinese teams would say, oh, you stacked a bunch? We're going to go in your jungle, and we're going to take everything. And they just did that. Like, I'm sure the gold advantage is not even close for Wheel and Leviathan right now. And this is just the 5-minute laning stage, but they just took, like, it's like a 4... Okay, I'm wrong. But that was a big swing in terms of Leviathan's favor.
It definitely was. And it's more like... It's not just that you created a... they might toss in the Wisp here even, just for the damage. He's gonna go for it.
Good stun. Should be in trouble, and that should be a kill, just enough for Relic there. Newsham throws the stun, but doesn't really accomplish a whole lot. That was a
Meanwhile, Pudge actually got a kill as well. He killed Ixmike.
Okay,
so
that's a big kill.
Yeah, that's nice. And stealing the stack from the enemy is not just that you create a difference right now, it's more that there's no real comeback mechanic now for the Storm to go in and just suddenly pick up, you know, 1,000 gold from stacks. So it's very good to have made that little move. Leviathan looked so happy when he saw his stack. He was just standing there looking at admiring it for 1 second.
He just instantly was like, oh, this is more than I expected, yes.
I thought you had like just a double stack.
Yeah, that was like a 5-stack or something. Yeah. Obviously, Cecil's been practicing that.
Yeah, worked out. So they do have the Blink Dagger on Tiny now, so he can go for kills. There are quite a few heroes that he could kill if he gets some levels, but he's still only level 5.
I think
he can kill this with help, though.
Yeah,
that's a kill.
All he has to do is toss back to the Rubik, and it's definitely a kill. So Pudge's got to be careful. He does have Triangle Boots, at least. He's got that going for him.
Oh, Rubik actually uses his spell, but it's kind of a bait. He used the spell so that maybe the Pudge will get brave.
There was not vision on the Pudge, though, as we did get it toggled on there. He was not within the range, so that was just good positioning by Jenkins. And now he knows there's a Blink Dagger, so now he can adjust his play accordingly. Yeah. More lightning spam in the mid lane. One of the best spells for last hitting. They actually do see the TP, apparently, because Goody has now shifted to the mid lane. He really needed to get a kill with this Blink Dagger, I feel. Yeah. It's not only need to, but it was something he very easily could have gotten. Not only is it revealed, but it's also not really working. He TP'd there and didn't get anything. Yeah. So it's now... It was a super fast Blink Dagger. Like, he had it at like 650 or something. But now, still not finding anything. And people are going to get tanky enough to survive the new combo, because he's just a level 5 Tiny. Doesn't hurt that much. So looking for the fissure into hook, most likely, or the fissure into stun follow-up. Here it comes. First fissure. So first stun, not going to catch just slightly outside of range. Jukes. They can still hook, though. Derp is pretty... So there's the blink in, catches Avalanche on 2, looking for the toss. No, he's actually out of mana. Storm comes in, though, and that should be Jenkins' death. Pretty easy kill there. And one of the scariest things about ganking is when there's a storm in the game, they're actually not giving up. No. He's able to get some mana out of this, but he's actually on the wrong side. I think he's going to have to ball across this. No, he's fine. Yeah, they were ambitious. They were trying to do it with the bottle heal from Wisp, but not really able to keep chasing there. Going in mid is the Zeus. He's level 5, trying to work his way to level 6.
The Zeus ulti vision now is so much smaller than it used to be. It's
oh really?
Yeah, it's
I don't
pretty
think I played
considerable
Zeus
difference.
since.
No, I played Zeus against some Invis heroes as well, and they can quickly walk out of the vision from the ulti.
Okay.
So it used to be like click your ulti and anyone
You see
can kill
everything
an
in the
Invis
team
hero.
fight. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But now, not really the same. You can quickly walk out of the vision you get.
That's definitely balanced. It was
Yeah.
too good at spotting observer wards. You'd like
Oh,
ulti
yeah.
and you'd be like, oh, I can see every ward on the map.
Yeah, you would.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that was like one reason just to spam it. Other reason would be for calibrating him more.
That's true.
Good stuff.
That was also nerfed though. So
That was
Vanguard picked up fast on Bristle. Do you think that's the right item this game? It obviously blocks right clicks, but there's so much magic damage on Wheel. I almost
I think it's a bad item this game. Like, yes, you want HP, but you can buy it through other items. I think you could have bought the urn even and some other items just to tank up, and they get the cloak, because
Yeah.
magic resistance is what you really need. Everyone has magic damage.
yeah, it's actually everybody. Maybe even a Sanj and Yasha would have been a better option because it maybe doesn't. It's not just about HP. It's also about damage.
Yeah.
And it would have been a better investment. I think a Sanj would have been better here than. I mean, SNY I think is one of the best Bristle items.
Yeah,
in the
because
game.
you actually run so much faster, and then you can get right clicks in.
It
'Cause-
makes you a hard carry instead of a semi carry. I feel.
Well, the big difference is some games you don't get to actually attack the enemy as a bristleback. You just run close to them and spam.
Blink forward. Oh, that's actually Tiny going to go down. I'm pretty sure here. Goody going aggressive, but he missed his avalanche, I think, on Shibi, and his HP was low at that point. So
Yeah, that was not the blink that he wanted. We see bristleback and a trademark farm by looking away. Cool guys don't look at ancients.
he doesn't even know what's going on. He's just. It's going to turn around and all of a sudden realize all the things are dead. That's actually so much gold. So level 9 on him. That's actually one really good thing that Vanguard lets him do is it guarantees the ancient stack is just dead. Hook comes in on Rubik and the Dismember afterwards. It's going to be close. He's going to lift him up. Will it be enough damage?
He gets, oh wow.
That was so close.
That looked like he was out actually from the rot.
I
He
figured
did
there
that.
would be like a 0.2 second lingering rot, and I think that's what got him.
Yeah.
It was so close.
Yeah, that was tough.
That's a big kill there for Jenkins. So
Any solo kill on a Pudge is going to be so good for you. It gives you tons of gold.
so
be happy with
stacking
it.
up the camps.
There's plenty of stacking in this game. Pretty much everywhere. Even this. Look, he's farming a stack as well. The poor wolf died there.
That's because Mudwhelms naturally stack.
Well, the wolves were there as well.
Oh, okay. It was actually a party.
Yeah, it was wasn't a good party though. Storm.
It was good for Storm.
Yeah.
So he's moving to the bot lane. They
Wisp.
could definitely kill Lina very easily here.
Wisp Storm, very nice combo in terms of the mana heal. Normally it doesn't matter that much for whoever Wisp is partying with, but Storm definitely makes the most out of it. Bottom lane, they're looking to jump, but Lina playing safe.
Good positioning on him. Smoke up on Pudge. Doesn't quite have a ward on the high ground. Ooh, this is so scary for him. Yeah, very easy for him
Good
to die
stun.
here.
Good stun.
Yeah, it was a great stun actually. Ult on the Wisp gets the kill. Great pickup there by Nusham, and here comes the hook. He does actually grab Relic. Relic balls through. He's got a little bit more mana. Good fissure. That's going to give him the slow. He should be able to get away though. Oh, nope. And that's not enough mana. That's going to be it.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Stormsphere. Great stun there by Nusham. And immediately afterwards, ulti's on top of the Wisp. They do lose the Lesh in the mid lane though. So things are looking kind of even. That was pretty even trade overall. Ended up denying the tower. But considering the circumstances there for the Lina, that turned out absolutely amazing. That was like a low chance of that working.
She could just as well have died and not killed anything, and then the Storm would have lived for sure as well. So getting that stun was really big.
Really nicely done there by Nusham.
Yeah, sick timing.
Too bad that should be down in the mid lane, but Hook comes through, grabs the Rubik. He's doing it, man. Jenkins getting the kills. Another kill for him. Relocate coming, actually. They may end up getting the kill in exchange. They blink forward.
It's fairly tanky, but he has no backup. No one is helping this Pudge. Yeah.
Good return kill. The blink actually really paying for itself there. If he didn't have a blink dagger, there was no way they were going to get that kill in exchange.
Yeah, for sure. And that's a streak as well, getting killed there. And top tower gets beaten down, and look at this bristleback. He's looking pretty farmed at this point.
Vanguard into SNY. So a little bit of passive regen I think is justified here.
Well, as you mentioned, he farmed the Ancients really easily just because of his Vanguard. If you don't have Vanguard, it is kind of awkward. You have to run away from them, and if you run away, you don't farm that fast because you don't proc so much. So I think it's justifiable.
Might see Nusham die here. He's trying to kill the Tiny or something. He's very close to the Tiny on the top lane, but chasing Shredder on the bot.
There's an angry bristleback just running.
Good fissure. That's going to guarantee the kill on Derp, I believe. Yep, stun. And
what a
even
secure.
Jenkins is like, give me them flesh heap.
Yeah, give me that strength, yo.
Ooh, Ike's making a lot of trouble. Almost out of mana here. Look at the hits.
The damage.
That is so much. And that is why Bristol gets really scary in the early game.
270 damage with one right click there. After reduction.
That's significant.
Yeah. I mean, there's not even any real reduction after he spams a few Qs onto Zeus.
Yeah, Zeus doesn't have that much armor naturally, so. Relic on the Storm. It's got 2,000 gold, but it's going to take him a long time till he's really relevant. And more importantly, like, he can kill the Lina or the Earthshaker if he's solo, and maybe do a lot towards Lesh, but Bristleback, he can't do anything. I feel like him killing a Bristle is so small.
Zeus will do that, man. He has to get levels, and later he will be the one to take care of it.
Looking for the hook shot. If he can grab the Wisp, he's going to be very happy. There's the fissure. That's going to help things out. Hook comes through. He's going to grab the Tiny. Great stun as well. Immediately coming out from Nusham. Tiny goes down. Can they grab Relic? There's the Echo Slam, and they enchant Totem. Just enough stun duration in addition to the Lina stun.
Also, nice combinations there, actually, from Leviathan. The stun was really well timed, and then I think he even leveled up on Shaker because of that kill. Did he? No, he had it. Okay, Donor is good.
That was really well done.
Oh, so many items.
Is that a Vlad's or Shaker? Or
isn't it Tranquils?
No, he's
Tranquils
got oh, okay, yeah, Tranquils and a Force Staff, I think, is what it is. I was like, why does he have a Basilius?
Yeah.
It has to be a Vlad's or something.
He has the Soul Ring, and then he's going for the Force Staff as well.
Okay, it's the Soul Ring Tranquils, I see.
Yeah. He'll probably run around and never back to base now from now on.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. And Tranquils is pretty good versus Storm, I would say. Not amazing because he does have a lot of magic damage, but you know, he's going to be right-clicking you 5-6 times, so
yeah, the
4 armor will add up quickly.
Yeah, and it's a lot better than having brown boots in general, especially when you have Soul Ring, because you know, you can without worry use your Soul Ring. And they should know about this word because the hook, which skill was it that was used in Fog of War? One of the skills was used in Fog of War. I think it was the Bristleback used his Q when...
yeah, on the Rubik to chase him. Yeah, I remember.
Because he used it around the corner. So a little bit of a tell. Should always keep your eyes open on stuff like that. If an enemy uses a spell on you when you know there is no actual vision on you.
Oh, another hook comes through on Ike's Mike. He is going to be rotted down here. Even if he does get stunned, it's looking good for Ike's Mike. Goes down, and again Storm gets picked up due to the fissure. Man, Nusham has been wrecking on the support lane. He's actually been playing so well. I felt like he was going to end up feeding this game due to the fact that there was a Storm. But yeah, look at his farm rate. He's just behind the Pudge right now. He's getting closer to the Storm Spirit. Storm has just had a rough game. And normally I'd say, like, yeah, they have a fissure, I guess, but they don't have that many stuns on Leviathan. But I feel like the Pudge is getting a lot of work done as well. He's been 6-3 and 2. Obviously, good roaming, but like hooks on Storm in this early in the game is actually really significant because your mana isn't enough to just move anywhere. So
exactly,
they're getting a lot of value out of that.
Yeah, they are, and they're counter-ganking really well under a tower. I mean, granted, Wheel are going for very aggressive ganks under a tower, but Leviathan are just reacting properly to it. Lina and Pudge, they have tons of damage between the two of them. The Lina ulti, the hook being pure damage. It's really strong. And pulling people away from the tether is also kind of nice. He did it on the mid lane, so Wisp couldn't heal the tank.
Yeah, Roche falls, Aegis goes on the Leshrac, definitely the right hero to hold it. Going for treads this game actually on Lesh. I guess he just wanted a bit more tankiness or something.
Yeah, just more HP against the Tiny, I reckon. Because you can't really get away. Like, when they TP on you, especially with a Blink Dagger, you cannot suddenly be gone from that. So if he buys this, he should have enough HP to survive the burst and maybe try for a stun. And, you know, backup can come in from there. Yeah. Pudge has a blink now, by the way, if he wants to.
Yeah, if he survives the burst on Lesh, then he can turn the fight completely, basically. So just having a bit more, you say, okay, maybe my BOTs aren't as efficient, but if I survive the fight and I kill you instead, that's like getting a Midas in a way, so might as well pick it up. So smart pick up there. And then blink on Pudge now, so you can do blink dismembers or blink hooks. I think this is going to get really tough.
He might change his mind.
Oh.
I mean, he could buy it on the curve for a long time. It's been in base. Maybe he will just go for Shadow Blade or something else.
Hook goes in, grabs the Storm Dismember comment, stun lands from Nusham, but the toss comes in, Relic balling out really, really low, and that's going to be the swing there for Leviathan. Good attempt there, but
counter gank is the name of the game, dude.
There was a lot of heroes there. If that Avalanche didn't come through right at that moment, that would have been a kill on Storm because we would have seen a Dragon Slave fall up or something else.
Yeah, that was a little bit sad timing to go for the Storm, but Storm also doing a good job just baiting that, standing there and being ready for, you know, anything.
I like the Veil Rush here on Zeus because their team is all magic damage, so
every single one.
And it's a pretty good early item to have. You get a lot of stats out of it, +6 to everything. It's kind of like having a bracer naturally, so it's kind of like you're paying 2,000 gold for armor. It's stun. Oh, that was close. It's like 2,000 gold for, you know, 5 armor item and a bracer and...
People underestimate the Veil a whole lot, but it's just that it doesn't give you something like a Force Staff, you know, like the survivability aspect is very big for many different heroes. But Veil definitely is a great item. The uptime on it is almost 100%, which is really nice. The cast range is super long, the AoE is massive, and the damage increase is really good as well. So it's, on paper, a good item, and as you said, even the stats are fairly good. It's just kind of expensive for the stats that it gives. For the rest of it, it's fine.
I mean, if you think about it boosting all, like everybody on your team's damage is going up by approximately 25%.
Yeah,
it's like
if they're all just spellcasters, then yeah.
Zeus is going to do way more damage. You know, even Rubik is going to help out a lot more. Storm Spirit can do far more damage.
Yeah, every single right click from the Storm because of his Overload. I mean, obviously not the right click hero damage, but Overload is going to deal more damage as well. It's nice. And Storm almost full Bloodstone now.
Wow, he's going over. They're going in. There's the Blink Dismember, the easiest kill ever. Don't even have to chance the hook, and most importantly, saves a lot of mana there. But Storm actually had stat levels over extra levels of pull. Really surprised about that.
What?
Yeah.
That's not good.
I'm gonna agree with that one. So actually,
I'm gonna say it's bad.
Because he's already he wants. Alright, maybe if you went Orchid first, I'd be like, okay,
you need Blitz on this.
I feel like if you went Orchid first, you could justify the extra stat levels because your HP is low. But if you go Soul Booster first, there's like no point to be greedy and that hard on it. I think.
Yes.
But in the same vein, he has been getting chain stunned a lot by burst damage. So
I mean,
there's a chance that little HP difference, like maybe he would have died top that one time. He was very low. I don't know if it was 2 stat points worth, but it's going in. Yule's on top of Lina, and they're going to relocate as well. That should guarantee the kill. Zeus ult, stun on 2. They're not done yet, looking for the hook. They landed on Tiny. Dismember as well, and that could very easily be a Tiny going down. He does get picked up. Wisp as well, 1 second, but he gets sent back.
Yep.
Good trade there.
Relocate goes back home. Yeah, that was a good trade for Leviathan. Very nice that they got the Tiny killed. And yeah, I think we should just, you know, consult our in-house expert on the Storm question, your former teammates.
Okay. We'll do that later.
I'm pretty sure level 1 pull is horrible though, because it still slows you for the same amount as if you level it.
Yeah, it's 2.3 seconds actually for 50%.
Yeah. So, yeah.
At least the mana cost is low. He's got that going for him. He saves like 20 mana by going stat points every time he pulls.
He also has more cooldown.
Yes, it's a questionable decision.
However, I have seen Blitz many times just skill like 3 points into the pull, because you don't always need to get 4 levels before level 14.
They found the IX Mike here. The Dismember pull will come to disable it. Echo Slam on 3, but they did use the Veil. We'll see if they shred anytime sooner. Oh, he does dodge the Laguna Blade. Balling away, and Wisp wants to secure the kill on Jenkins. He balls back in, goes for it. That's Earthshaker falling as well. Looking pretty good for Wheel here, but no more mana on Relic.
Magic Wand.
Great play by Sleesel. He's going to be healing up. That gives Relic a lot more HP to work with.
He has the wand. He can heal this Storm so much.
Wow, Relic has half mana here. Does he grab a rune? Nothing there.
He can kill Lina probably.
I don't know. It's dangerous, I feel.
Yeah.
Sleesel's going to go down for sure.
Okay, his teammate is down.
No more mana on Shredder. And he's going to go for the TP, so.
Yeah, it's fine. Tiny's farming during this, so that's not a bad fight necessarily. And Storm had the Bloodstone, right? So he healed up 2 Bloodstone charges there during that fight.
Yeah.
Yep, 10 charges.
It's an extra 2 mana per second over the course of a 30-second fight. That's an extra remnant. It's not bad. That's actually no gold. If you just happen to be in that fight, you get an extra remnant per fight. That's pretty significant if you think about it. free mana regen.
Yeah, it is.
I guess you already bought the Bloodstone, but
this farming. I feel we should just watch this. This is amazing.
How often have you seen a Rubik steal
I've never
Viscous
seen this.
Nasal Goo?
This is the first time I've seen someone farm like this.
It's a pretty good spell, actually, I feel.
I guess. It just looks really awkward, dude.
Yeah, it does. So he went Force Staff first with Brown Boots. What is he going to stop with the Force Staff? I guess Chain Stuns is the main thing.
Yeah, it's probably that. And in general, just when someone gets hooked
finds a Tiny. Dismember. It doesn't have the rod on him. Maybe he does. Very close. But
Shaker's there.
Coming in. There's the Fissure. He's in a bit of trouble with the follow-up stun from Shibby. Lightning Storm as well. That's a dead Tiny. 3 seconds or so. I can't see the number. He's dead. Yeah, about 3.
Yeah.
Easily killed there. Tiny looking to buy items, but runs into the Pudge and
I mean,
Pudge with Cloak is just able to tank all that damage.
it's kind of cocky, right? Going there and buying items. Get the wrong time to shop.
Would you say that's a support hero mistake on the Tiny?
Support players make this mistake. I'm not gonna fire that shot. No.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, he's used to playing. He played support all the other games. He's playing core. He's maybe playing core like he does in pubs instead of in scrims.
As a core, you're not allowed to do that. What he just did.
Purchase items from the enemy secret shop.
Not when all the enemies are missing off the map.
Okay.
It's pretty bad. I mean, if you know where they are for sure, then you can go for it. But no one was showing bottom or mid. I just feel like it was not the timing to go shopping. But then again, it's kind of YOLO game, so people go for like stuff that they might not.
That's true. They did pick Pudge.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to expect them having like a Fiend's Grip essentially?
Yes.
That's kind of how you can look at Pudge. Bloodstone's up, they ball away. Lightning Storm will clear the wave, and that's going to stop all the split push for Wheel. They still have pretty good farm rates, though. I mean, I feel like the Storm's caught up pretty well here. It's 2, 3, and 5. They had that one good fight in the bot lane. Ooh, Hyperstone. In addition to the Sandra's Yosh means huge damage output. There's a relocate coming in. Goody looking to chase. Throws the Avalanche. It's going to miss. Nushim throws him in the air. Here comes the Chain Stun. He's in a lot of trouble now. But he's got so much HP. Storm comes through as well. Pulls on Nushim. That's going to prevent him from doing much. Dragon Slave is stolen, but not the spell he wanted. Dirt Grip goes down, and now Shredder chasing. There is TPA. They get him with the fissure, and the follow-up's done. That Storm going down again.
And they killed the Zeus at the same time as well. Man. More flesh heap stacks on the Pudge. Look at his HP pool.
13
Oh, check his magic resistance now. Hover over the shield. And yeah, he actually has 52% magic resistance.
12 out of 4 hooks. 12 out of 14 hooks he's landed. That's a good ratio.
Yeah. He's a decent Pudge, many would say.
Yes.
Indeed.
And with the hood picked up, once he gets pipe, his team is just immune to damage from Wheel. It's a game where they maybe went too all in on magic damage. They've got no magic damage essentially except for some components of Storm's hits and Tiny's cleave and hit.
They're being forced here. Like, this is just a base push very early on here.
And they do have a huge gold advantage. I think it's completely fair for them to go for this.
Yeah.
Lesh playing it pretty safe at the max range from his attack, so he will hit the Moonwell a little bit here. But the melee barracks is going to fall. And Leviathan will run. Nope, just kidding. Lands the hook on Ike's Mike. They don't even need to burn Dismember to pick him off. And they get a free tasty mustache kill on the way home.
Can they catch this? They have Bristleback TPing first, I believe.
Oops,
meanwhile, Storm, Bloodstone charge gained.
One of those overly optimistic, we're retreating, they're not going to chase us, and I'm going to TP home for 8 seconds.
Guys, I'm out. And you guys, best of luck.
There's a Dismember. Really easy kill there on Sleesel.
So many flesh heap stacks for this guy.
If you stun Wisp while he's mid-air tethering, does he stop moving? Similar to like Timbersaw chain? Or does he keep going? Okay.
No, he keeps going.
He's probably just spamming Dismember. There's a really low chance of Wisp getting out of there, I think.
Yeah. The thing is, you can't really spam the tether as well, because if you just spam the tether too fast, you're gonna break it. Some players do that as well. So
because you press it twice, right?
Exactly, so you have to like click it once and then...
Definitely not a spell that you can spam then.
Yeah, because sometimes you just see someone kind of stop their tether and it's because they're not 100% like, used to...
My hero's crap for 14 seconds. Sorry, guys.
Yes.
AC picked up a really good item on Bristleback. Boosts the damage of his quills, boosts his right click, gives him attack speed. Next item, probably Abyssal Blade, maybe something. Miner's
Armor is amazing for Bristleback in general. His items right now are just beastly. At 26 minutes in, he's a monster.
Yeah, you're right. That's actually so fast, how fast he's picked those all up. His HP pool is maybe something he could look to increase. I would maybe go Heart or Abyssal next. Is definitely his 2 options. If he goes Heart, he's not going to die.
Yeah.
I think. There just isn't enough magic damage on Wheel. Maybe if they turn to face him. Hook shot come through. Hook shot, aka Hook.
Got the juke shoes on. He did see the Pudge very early there.
Yeah, they had the ward. Yeah, so they had the ward over there.
He knew what was coming.
Good juke by him.
Yeah.
And now they know there's a ward over there, actually, because that was a pretty apparent adjustment.
Yes.
Oh, they find Goody over in the jungle.
It's so terrifying, the Shaker and Pudge, because if the Fisher lands, the Hook will land.
Yeah, it's like 2 hooks, basically.
Yeah.
They have the equivalent range approximately. There's the first Fissure.
Yeah, this time Pudge was a little bit far away, but it's a dangerous combo anyway. And Storm only down to 7 charges now after he died. Doesn't have so many charges anymore.
So they go for the push. They've already gotten mid-racks. This is a much bigger advantage than the previous one, and their lineup is better late game than the last game. So I think it's definitely fair for them to go for a little bit of an aggressive push. They don't really need Roshan to do this, I don't think.
No, they can probably force. Like, last time they weren't contested at all, so maybe they can just stand there, because if they walk too close, Shaker and Pudge are still ready.
Does Shaker have a Blink Dagger?
I believe he does.
I assume he does. They're pretty far ahead. He actually does not. He went for Glimmer instead.
He's fabulous.
Interesting choice. There's the Veil coming through. A bit of bonus magic damage hitting him, but there's a Storm balling across. Oh, he did try to go for the TP, I believe, but instead gets used up in the air and gets blown up immediately.
He committed suicide, actually.
Okay, that explains why.
Instant.
The Bloodstone sacrifice. 31 seconds on him. Better that than dead. And they're going to go for the split push, but already Leviathan setting up for that one. That was pretty worth it.
I mean, they forced a suicide, and now Bloodstone is down to like, what, 4 charges or something? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that hurts on a Storm. It's one thing for Leviathan to go low in Bloodstone charges. It's not that terrible, but for Storm, you always rely so heavily on your mana, like much more than
Leviathan does, yeah.
So
unless you're out, in which case Lush is like, yo, it could really use some mana, but
yeah.
It's very easy to burn through a bit too much mana on Storm.
Effect? Well, look weird.
It was Enchant Totem.
Oh, was it actually? Oh.
Yep, that's why it's like a big cylinder, because normally Earthshaker has a big
that looks hilarious.
Cylinder.
I see.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
What? I'm not.
Good.
Right.
Talking about you in chat, I know who you are. Some guy in chat who's like, whoa, he just said something sexually suggestive.
Big cylinder. Right, so at least the Tiny has been doing a good job split pushing top a lot. He has the Moon Shard.
I like this. This is one hero where people are like, what do you get? Who's Moon Shard good on? And I'm like, you know, Tiny is actually pretty good.
He's pretty much I'm not gonna say the only one, but he's one of the few heroes that really benefits from a Moon Shard more than the Hyperstone alternatives. Because like Assault Cuirass is good, yes, but Moon Shard can sometimes be better.
I agree. If you have a lot of armor problems, the AC is better, obviously, but in a game like this, it's like big components magical. The Moon Shard is a bit superior. Obviously, it'd be good to have AC versus Bristleback, but you do have Craigie against him, so I think that source is not really anything to worry about. This is the perfect game to go Moon Shard over AC.
Yeah, he does also have a Wisp going Vladimir's for him, which can be really nice when he has that aura. Gives tons of damage to Tiny.
Yeah, that's true. It's based on his base damage, and his is naturally very high due to Grow. So they're hitting the last tower. They just gave up on bot, I guess. They're like, you know what, let's just go top. We'll give him a chance. They're like, we did all that work to get the tier 3. Let's get the next one.
They're basically just knocking on the door saying, hey, Storm, want to jump out again? They're just waiting for
They have good ways to deal with it. All that Nushim has to do is Yules. Yeah, exactly. They relocated to the bot lane. I guess that gives them 10 seconds to go top until they come back to the fight. There's the hook shot. It actually grabs IX Mike. Great hook there by Jenkins. He wasn't even stunned, just a bit slowed on him. And that's the tower going for the melee barracks as well. Buyback from IX Mike.
He actually makes it look so easy. He just keeps hooking everyone.
Yes. Yeah. It's the lock-on hooks. Very, very simple. Yules is, great toss back. This is going to give him the chance to their lifetime. The Glimmer Cape's almost off cooldown, but Goody gets hooked as well. And all of a sudden, nothing gets done by Goody. His entire life just completely wasted as they're chasing through. Pipe is used. That's going to keep Shredder alive. No problem. Ike's Mike trying to chase as well. Dragon Slave catching 2. And in the back line, we've got Shibby just doing tons of magic damage in an AoE. But Tiny has been reflecting. The toss back. A big mistake from Tiny. Throws Storm in, and that causes Storm's death. Not what you want when you're trying to defend the base. I don't think they're going to be able to defend it anyways, but that was
Come on, Leshrac,
that was Goody throwing things away. Quite literally.
Yes, very much so. That's quite a swing. Minus 2.6, very sad.
I think that means they're winning. At the end of the day, I can't wait to read what he's about to type. We're all losers.
We're all losers. That's the positive attitude.
Oh, man. I just knew that would be good. Tiny's hiding over in the side jungle. Throws the avalanche. They blink well. Well said, Michael.
Well said.
Rip rares. I have no idea what the balance was here, but I assume Wheel was the more highly rated. I think Leviathan started yesterday with more losses than Wheel did. I think they went 0-4 on day 1. They had a much better day 2. But still going to get eliminated here. Gotta get at least some ties in there.
You need, exactly. You need to get the 2 O's actually on this group stage. So big for you, like the 3 points that you get.
And now what do? They're not giving up. I guess this is their one of their last chances in the limelight.
They're still in TI, dude. They're playing in TI right now.
Yes, exactly. The TI qualifier players Wheel Wreck while whistling. Can't take this away from them.
No. You cannot.
So, gonna finish up Roshan just in case they didn't have enough gold advantage. I believe they have more games to play, but
look at Tiny, he's fine. Yeah, they do. I believe. But Tiny is just pushing, dude, with his Aghanims. He's fine. The Mega Creeps has nothing on him.
So Aegis is up. We got a Moon Shard coming.
Double 4 staff.
Whose Moon Shard is this? Bristlewax or something?
I don't even know,
It
actually.
was a Moonshard recipe.
Oh,
it is
it's-
actually Bristle. Interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like it's pretty good on Bristle too. He gets a ton of plus damage from his ultimate. I mean, obviously they have such a gold advantage that it's kind of irrelevant to talk about what's efficient because anything is great here.
Yeah, it's not
But-
bad, but many other items are probably always better.
Yeah.
Like BKB would have been a great item and so on, but I mean,
I would go Basher at least.
now we
maybe
should go
Heart.
Basher. You know,
Definitely now.
after-
Now that he has like 4 attack speed items, Sanjay Yasha, Treads.
Sell your
Moonshard
Vanguard, get a
AC.
Missile Blade. Dude,
Yeah.
he can stun lock someone.
He actually could.
And
Oh,
then-
it's on cooldown, but it's got
No,
a
it's
cooldown.
not on cooldown. He buys an Octarine, lowering the cooldown of
Oh,
Bash.
the Basher. Damn, that's
Yeah.
smart. That's next level,
Damn.
man.
Prepare for the troll Octarine rush.
The Veil on the Mega Creep says the only way to block them. I think they're going to be able to successfully push into the tier 4 towers here as Wheel is very likely to take an O2. They're going to try to defend, or maybe not. Maybe they're just going to send base.
They're spectating it.
This has become a pub. It feels like a pub to me. They're balling in, going past the couple. Zeus ult almost will he be able to get off before he dies. He does. Cast his ultimate. Does almost nothing here. Zeus in the air looking for the chainsaw on him. There it is. Ike's Mike drops immediately, but Shivy's quite low. Jenkins is at half as well. He gets orchestrated. Great Cape's going to keep him alive temporarily, but the tiny damage is too much. Good game is called from Ike's Mike. Congrats and condolences. They won, but they lost.
Congrats, condolences, what the fuck ever. Very nice. It's Mike, as we know him.
And a few items on the ground. I don't know whose those are, but
It's littering right there.
I think that's
We'll
gonna.
see whoever
that's
is
gonna break our.
empty.
That's gonna break our after game stats, I believe, because somebody's gonna be completely empty with items. Like, wow, Lesh Wreck has had some trouble farming this.